of mine. He's just like, fuck, give it up for Ken Krantz.
Keep it going for Chris. This is weird for me. When Chris called and asked me to be on the roast of Bridal Holler, I immediately said no. This is a lose-lose situation for a comedian. You know, like to roast like D-list celebrities when they're way more accomplished. You know, like it's hard to shit on the truly dumb guy when I'm like trying to get into comedy clubs. Like, man, I wish I was the truly dumb guy. So this is, but we're gonna give this. I told Chris, look, I don't think, you know, I'm happy to write you some jokes if you want. I don't think I want to be an actual part of it. And he said, listen, help me out. It's for charity. And I said, okay, well, what's the charity? He said, it's for the Brody Fund. It's for cancer. And I said, well, if you're telling me that there's some little kid named Brody who has cancer and he needs our help, I'm there. You should have led with that. He said, well, it's not for kids. And I said, well, I lost one of my parents to cancer. I'm happy to help adults out too. So yeah, it's not for people. It's for like animals, pets. And I was like, oh, well, who doesn't love dogs? Happy to raise money for dogs. And he said, are you sitting down? Because we're helping cats with cancer. Fucking cancer cats? Fucking cancer, like, you know, if you lose one, you could just leave milk out on your porch. I don't even tell if cats have cancer. Let me guess, a cat scan. I said, all right, Chris, if you're telling me all the proceeds are going to the Brody Fund, I'm there. He was like, whoa, all the proceeds, did you say? Did you read the poster? It's some of the proceeds. So what are you doing with that other half besides not paying the comics? In all seriousness, though, I hope that you people come back next week. We're having another fundraiser. The dude who played Rerun is, he's trying to buy new Ugg boots for his dog. Fucking Kevin Smith was just here. How cool is that? Right? And you can tell, like, he wore his formal jorts. He knew that he must have just come from a wake or something. It's weird, like, not only was he just here in person, but his DNA is all over this stage. Mostly in the bellies of the cast of Comic Book Men. Brian Johnson is here. He looks like if Duck Dynasty was about blowing truck drivers instead of duck whistles. It's actually a new idea for a show I have, Truck Stop Dynasty. Mike Zapsik is here, and Chris mentioned he lost his house in Sandy, and we're still raising money for fucking cats. The saddest part about him losing his house was those 11 missing kids who drowned in the basement. Ming Chen, is he even here? Is he that short that I'm not even...
Taking selfies.
I'm going anyway. I'm saying, you know what? He must be dancing to Sister Christian throwing firecrackers in a drug dealer's bedroom right now. His real name is Clifford, and His real name's Clifford. And I think that was a ballsy move of your parents naming you something they can't pronounce. There's our son Clifford. Clifford? Our son Clifford. Is Clifford a name? There's our son Min. I did some digging around on Comic Book Men. I've never watched it because I fuck women. Comic Book Men, I found out, was not the original name of the show. It was originally Dudes Who Got Wedgies All Through High School Men. But that didn't fit the demo of virgins aged 18 to 34. John Gilbreth is here, and like all amazing comics, he's based out of Virginia. I'm not saying he's talentless, but he was originally offered the role of Dante in Clerks. He was also in Comic Book Men, not the show, but in Ming and Mike specifically. My good friend KP Burke is here, and yeah, fuck him. I'm with you guys. He was engaged once, and he told me when the marriage broke up, his ex-fiancée tried taking the house. But luckily, he thought ahead and let the air out of the tires first. He told me his ex was a squirter. And I was like, wow, who told you? And from the looks of it, she must have squirted Nutella. He came in thinner than he normally does, for the record. That joke worked better 3 weeks ago. He was in the Navy, sort of. And he was like a plumber or something. He's weird though, like he's one of those dudes that thinks everyone hates the troops. Like he told me on Facebook, he posted a picture of himself in his Navy uniform, and some girl responded, "You're a baby killer." And KP, for the record, I don't think she hates the troops. I think she was trying to say you make her dry. KP stands for Kevin Patrick. That's the name that his adopted parents gave him. But I tracked down his birth certificate, and it turns out his real name is signed here. Oh, you people better lighten the fuck up. It's a fucking roast. He told me once that his ex-fiancée had herpes, but he didn't get them. Because much like his birth parents, herpes took one look at him and was like, nah, I don't think I want to do this. Brian's lovely girlfriend Diana's here, and I don't have anything. I've met her a couple times, and she's absolutely adorable. She's spunky. Your smile lights up a room, or as Trump would say, you're a 6. President Trump actually tweeted at her. I don't know if you guys know that. He said, Diana is so average looking, he wouldn't fuck her if she was his own daughter. She looks amazing. You're what? You're 52? Am I allowed to say that? 51? So you look amazing. I guess all those years of not stressing out about if Brian was cheating on you on movie sets really paid off. Diana's vagina is so old she takes it for pappy smears. In all seriousness, Diana had beat cancer twice. Diana is a cancer. She beat cancer twice in 2 years. Look that up. And I'm not saying I think Brian's jizz causes cancer. But she got it in her tits and ass. Which also tells me she's saving her vagina for marriage. Lisa Spoonhour couldn't be here tonight. No, we did invite her, but when she saw the lineup, she said she would literally rather die. Oh, lighten up, it's not like she was a cat. Speaking of corpses, what's left of Scott Schiaffo's here. They say God only takes the greats, which is why he keeps maiming. I looked on your IMDb, and I don't know, it says your nickname is Apples, as one of your nicknames.
Sadly, yes.
And I say, if you are what you eat, your real nickname should have been Crack Rocks, as the police are kicking in the door. That or Cock. Speaking of gay, Scott self-published a book of poetry.
Oh my God.
Dude, poetry's for fags. It doesn't make panties wet. You're wasting your life. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a haiku. Scott, in all seriousness, you're who half the door should be going to tonight. You're sitting over there with a rancid heart. But Mittens has melanoma, so... Give Chris Covert a big hand for putting all this together. I love Chris. He's one of my best friends. And before, he said he would do anything to make people laugh, except write a fucking joke. I can't listen to his fucking act one more time. I can't listen to that Hairy Vagina song one more fucking time. I would rather listen to my daughter tell me about her week at R. Kelly's house. A lot of people don't know Chris has a foot
7
fetish,
minutes is what he told me. So he's going to be 6.
which explains why he married a woman who looks like a foot. She's not here, right? I've asked you 3 times. Chris owns Elsie's, and the thought of him handling food turns my stomach. He's a fucking, look at this human tumor. He's the grossest sandwich maker I've ever seen, and that includes Jared from Subway. Chris, and you know what, in all seriousness, no, you, out of all the comics up here tonight, I think you actually had the best chance of making it. And by making it, of course, I mean a number 7 with extra oil and vinegar. Alright, let's get to the man of the hour, Brian. This is a big honor for me. I am a huge fan of all your movie. And we're right down the road from the Quick Stop, which is it's because I where it all began for him. And that was by design, because he has to be back there at 11. Hey, speaking of one-hit wonders, Brian was in a Soul Asylum video. And for those of you who don't remember, Soul Asylum had that big hit about runaways. Which is, it's ironic, because just this morning when I was eating breakfast, I saw a picture of his career on a milk carton. Diana actually was in the Runaway Train video. She played the train. I found out actually Brian was in an M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Happening.
Yeah!
Yeah. That was the one about trees. I'm not saying his acting is wooden, but he was cast as Sugar Maple, number 4. No, I'm kidding. He had the much meatier role of Jeep driver. Brian is off the boat. You're first generation American. His family is off the boat, Irish. His last name's O'Halloran, and just to hammer the point home, God shaped him like a potato. I actually watched Vulgar the other. I rented Vulgar the other night to do a little bit of homework, and you fucking owe me $2, dude. My wallet got raped. What the? Brian's dad died before he had a chance to see him in Vulgar, which I think is a good thing. Because the only thing worse than your dad dying would be your dad dying of embarrassment. The only one here that's died worse is Scott Schiaffo's hair. Brian was a voice actor. He did some voice work for Pokemon. He didn't need the money. He just wanted kids to come looking for him for a change. Brian, in all seriousness, thank you so much for having me. And it's weird, like I know we don't know each other that well, but every time I've met you, you've always been super cool. And I just want to say, honestly, if you had just given up on your dreams in 2010, there's a pretty good chance you'd be in season 7 of Comic Book Men right now. Thanks so much, guys.
Tim Krantz.
Solid 18, brother. Solid